In my previous video, I have already discussed about options, call option, put option, and also the exercise price, etc. Hence it is understood that you have the idea or knowledge about the call option, put option, exercise price, etc. Today I am going to discuss option valuation. I have discussed how to value the price of call option and put option. In this case, I will discuss binomial option pricing model. Binomial means two options are available in this case. That means the price will be either increase or decrease after a certain interval. That's why it is called binomial. That means two types are allowed. Price will be increase or decrease. It will be better to discuss through example. The problem will be solved in 3 steps that I have narrated here. Step 1, step 2, step 3. First of all, it is better to discuss through this picture. What is this? Now, if you understand this picture, then it will be easy for you to solve the problem. This is the problem for which we are going to solve or determine the value of the option. In this case, I have taken the case of call option. That means you have to determine the value of the call option. Just see the problem. A share is currently selling for rupees 120. That means present value of the share is 120. I have already discussed that this is the binomial case. That's why there are two possibilities of prices, possible prices of this share after 1 year. That is rupees 132 and another is 105. If the price increases, one is price increasing and another is the price will be decreased. The increased price after 1 year will be 132. It is a forecasted value, you can say. It is a forecasted value. And the price will be decreased to this. It is being forecasted after 1 year. It is assumed that the risk-free rate of interest is 9% per annum. What is the value of the 1 year call option? And here European call is being taken, not American. I have already discussed what is European call, what is American call, that I have already discussed. That means the exercise will be made on the date of the expiration of the contract. What is the exercise price? The exercise price is given 125. This is the exercise price, which I have already discussed. What is exercise price? The binomial tree is drawn in the next slide. I will discuss later on the steps which I have already mentioned. Before that, how you will calculate the increased percentage of share price and decreased percentage of share price. This is the picture. I mentioned here, this is the initial price of the share 120. You can see the problem. And after 1 year, the period is 1 year length. This is the 1 year. After 1 year, it is expected the increased price will be, the price either will be increased or decreased. The two possibilities are given, are available, as it is a binomial case. After 1 year, the increased price will be this 135, and expected decreased price will be rupees 105. Exercise price is noted this 125. If the exercise price is this and the price at the end of the year is this, then what is the call option value? As the market price is higher than the exercise price, that's why call option value will be rupees cent. This minus this. Why and how, that I have discussed in my previous video. You can check it from here. And what will be the call option value if the price is decreased? Will be 0, because this price is less than the exercise price. The owner or investor will not use the call option because the price has become less than the exercise price. That I have discussed also in my previous video. Call option value will be 0 if the price is 105, as it is less than the exercise. This is the picture. I think you have understood it. So this is the initial value, this is the increased price, this is the decreased price, this is the exercise price given in the problem, and then the call option value will be this for increased case, and for decreased case this is the call option value. Now you have to check what is the percentage of increase in value. This is the initial value, this is the final value. Percentage of increase means this minus this divided by this into 100. That I have shown here. Percentage increase in price of share. This is the final price minus the initial price divided is multiplied by 100 to convert is in percentage, 10%. That is, percentage of increase in price is 10%. Similarly, percentage decrease in price, initial price is this, final price is this, divided by initial investment, the decrease will be 12.5%. You can check it. Now, how will solve the problem? Now I am coming to the steps. This is the first step. Risk neutral approach. Risk neutral means whatever the prevailing rate of interest, risk free interest, you will get it. That is the concept. The step 1, what you will do? The expected return for a risk neutral investor. What is the expected return? This is the probability, say, we will assume the probability, say P, like that. Probability of price increase, we don't know, we have to find out it. And percentage increase, we know. Percentage of increase in share value. Percentage means, increase means you will get it. There is a two possibilities. This is the increase, another will be decrease. And the sum total of the probability is 1, that we know. If P is the probability for increase in share price, then decrease probability will be 1 minus P. And we have to find out the probability P. And the expected return will be P into percentage increase plus 1 minus P into percentage decrease. That will be is equal to risk-free rate. It is expectation that you will get this rate. It is given in the problem. That I am going to show you how you have applied it. This is the solution part. Suppose P is the probability for increase in share price. We are assuming is, I have not written, but it is assumed. P into 10%, that's why P into expected value means probability into return. Percentage increase in share means you will get that benefits, that's the return, 10% increase in share price. P into 10 plus this is the decrease probability. Because two possibilities are there, either increase or decrease. If P is the probability for increase, then 1 minus P is the probability of decrease. So this into, what is the probability of decrease? 12 point, what is the percentage of decrease of the share price? 12.5. Why I have given it is negative? Because it is reverse direction. It is increase and it is decrease, percentage decrease. That's why expected value when we will calculate, you have to consider this sign as inverse. That is negative. 1 minus P into this. This is the expected return. Expected return after 1 year. Percentage increase of the share price, 12.5 is the percentage of decrease of the share price. This is, we have assumed P is the probability for increasing the share price, then definitely 1 minus P is the probability of decreasing the share price. And this is the expected return, which must be is equal to 9% given in the problem. Risk neutral means you are getting this much return which is prevailing in the market. Now solve it. Then you will get P is equal to this, it will be small p, this P, 0.995. You can check it. Now second step. What is second step? This information may be utilized to determine the value of the call option at the end of the period. What is the expected value of the call option at the end of the period? That is the second step that I am going to show you. The probability of increasing, I have already calculated. Probability of increasing the share price is how much? This is the probability of increasing. And then what will be the probability of decreasing? 1 minus this will be the probability of decreasing. Then step second, call option value at the end of the period. End of the period means in this case 1 year. End of the period. What is the expected value of the call value? Expected value at the end of the 1 year. 7 is the call option value. If the price rise, the call option value is 7. The occurrence probability is 0.955. That's why expected value 7 into this plus at the end of the year another possibility is decrease in the share value. This, and what is the call option value? Is 0. That's why 0 into the probability is 1 minus 0.99, 1 minus P, and this is the call option value. If you calculate, then you will get this is the value. This is the expected value of the call option at the end of 1 year. I think it is clear. Now step 3. You have to convert this to the present value, at present value. How will determine it? The present value of the call option. Option means call option. This is at the end of 1 year. We have to discount it, divided by, that's why divided by, as it is a 9% discount rate, 1.09. The current value will be 6.13 answer. Why you are dividing this? That I am going to discuss again. Note has been given. We know this common formula, compounding formula, Pn is equal to this the present value into 1 plus r to the power n. This is the value after nth year. This is the present value, and this is rate of interest after n year. That's why 1 plus r to the power n. Hence, what is the present value? Present value will be nth year value divided by this Pn divided by 1 plus r to the power n. This is to the power n. In this case, after 1 year, that's why in place of n it will be 1, P1 divided by 1 plus rate of interest is 9%, that is 0.09, and power is 1. Power is 1. That's why after 1 year, at the end of the year, the value is this, and that should be divided by 1 plus 0.09. 1.09 means 1.09, and the value will come this. In this way, you can find out the value of the call option. In this case, we have taken 1 year. Later on, I will show if the price increase or decrease, not after 1 year, after 6 years, after 6 months, after 3 months, how we will deal it, that I will discuss. Okay. So this was the step 2, and last step 3, the period end call option value to be converted to current or present value by discounting with the risk-free rate. Third step I have discussed. This is the step 3. In this way, you can solve to find out the value of call option. Now, next problem. Another problem. This is example 2. To make it more clear, I have taken another problem. This is the problem. Current market price of the share of ABC Limited is rupees 60, and a call option with exercise price of rupees 50 with 6 months to expiration is being traded. Call option. So what is the current price? Current price is rupees 60, and exercise price is rupees 50, and the duration is 6 months, not 1 year in this case. It is expected that the price of these shares at the end of 6 months from now will be either rupees 84 or rupees 48 per share. I have already mentioned there are two possibilities. Either the price will be increased or decreased. This is the base of this topic. This is binomial process. There are two possibilities. Either the value will be increased or decreased. Risk-free rate of interest is given. How much? 12% per annum Find out the price of the call option. The tree I have already mentioned here is given in the next slide. I am going to show you. Before that, what is the percentage increase in share price? Initial price is 60, final price is given 85 for the case of increase, divided 60, this is 40%. And percentage of decrease, the final value is 48, that's why this is the percentage of decrease. Now check from the tree. You also prepare this tree, then it will be easy for you to solve the problem. This is the initial price, this is the final price, and this is exercise price. I have already discussed all these terms. Then what is the call option value for this case when the price will be increased to this at this point? That will be 84 minus 50. This is the call option value if the price is increased. What is the call option value if the price is decreased? It will be nil because the price is below exercise price. I am not again going to discuss it. Why? I have already discussed it. The call option value at this point will be 0. Now I am discussing step by step. For step 1, I have already discussed the formula. Assume P is the probability for increase in price, and percentage increase is 40%, plus this is the probability for decrease of price because the sum total is 1, small p, that will be also small p. 1 minus p into 20% is the decrease in price, that means return is 20%. I have already discussed why I have put here a negative sign, because this is a case of decrease reverse. That's why expected value will be calculated by this formula is equal to 12% per annum. But this is a case of 6 months. That's why the interest rate to be divided by 2 after 6 months. The interest rate will be 6%. That's why this is divided. If it is quarterly, then how much? Quarterly means after 3 months, then in that case you have to divide by 4. If it is monthly, say after 1 year the increase and decrease price is given, then you have to divide the interest rate per annum by 12 if it is monthly. So after solving you will get the value of P is this. That means the probability for increasing the price in this case is this. The second step is expected value of the option at the end of the period. At the end means after 6 months. At the end of the period after 6 months, this is the call option value. That means 34 into P plus 0 into 1 minus P. That will be the expected value of the call option after the period means 6 months. That I have written here. Expected value 0.4 probability into 34 plus 0 into 1 minus this, and that will be 14.73. And this is the value of the call option after the period means 6 months. Then what would be the current or present value of the call option? This to be discounted 1.06 as after 6 months. The value is this. That's why you have to take 6%, not 12%, and the value will be this. This is the answer. So I also have discussed this problem. I think you have no confusion. If you have any confusion, then please mention in the comment box. I will again explain. I will give the reply. Now I will discuss a case of put option. I have already discussed the case of call option. Now how will value the put option? That I am going to discuss in this problem. This is example 3, I think. Say current market price of shares of ABC Limited is rupees 100. A put option with exercise price 115. This is the exercise price. Expiration time of the contract is given as 1 year. All we are considering European call, as in India that is the most popular. It is not mentioned here, I think. So it is European call, not American. And the expiration time is 1 year, is being traded. It is expected that the spot price of these shares at the end of the year from now might increase 60%. Here percentage of increase is given. The expected percentage of increase of the share price is 60%. In the previous problem, the final price, expected price was given, and you have to calculate it. You have to calculate the percentage, but in this case, percentage itself is given, or it might decline or decrease by 20% of the current price. If the risk-free rate of interest is given 10% per annum, your period is also 1 year. There is no problem. You have not to divide it as in the previous case. Find out the current value of the put option. So first see the picture. The initial price is 100, 60% increase. What will be the expected price after 1 year? You increase this 60% increase means 100 rupees, 160 rupees after 1 year. And after decrease, what will be the price of this share, expected price or forecasted price? 20% will decrease. It is given 100 minus 20% means rupees 80%. We have to determine the value of the put option. This is the exercise price. As the price is more than exercise price, then the put option will not be used. I have already discussed in my previous video why. I am not going to discuss it again. You will check it from that video. That's why the put option value will be nil. When the put option will be exercised, when the share price is below the exercise price, that means at this case. What would be the put option value? Put option value will be 115 minus 80. This is the put option value. So this is the whole picture. This is the percentage of increase, percentage of decrease, the price, put option value, everything. Now step by step, I will show the calculation. First, what is the probability? First, you have to find out the probability for increase and decrease of the share price considering the risk neutral, means the risk-free rate of interest. In this case, the increase is 60%. We are assuming the increase probability is P, then decrease probability for decrease of the share price will be 1 minus P. As it is a binomial, two options, two positions are available. Either price can be increased or can be decreased. That's why if it is the probability for increase in price, then definitely that is the probability for decrease in price. The expected return will be P into 0.6, this increase, plus 1 minus P into this, the decrease percentage. Negative sign is given as the direction is reverse, and that will be 0.10, 10%. It is given 10% risk-free rate of return. If you solve this, then you will get P will be 0.375. Second step, what will be the expected value of the put option at the end of the year? The put option value 0, the probability is this. You see the put option value is nil, and the probability is this 0.375 plus 1 minus 0.375 into put option value is 35. So multiplied by 35, and this is the expected value of the put option at the end of the year. Third step, you have to convert it to the present value, the period end, call option or put option. You have to convert it to the present value by discounting the risk-free rate which is given here. That's why in this case, this is the expected value of the option at the end of the period. Yes, this is expected value of the put option at the end of the period is this. You can calculate it. 1 minus this, multiply this, then you will get this. What is the present value? This divided by 1 plus 0.1, as it is 10%. As this is year-end rate of interest per annum interval, there is no problem. If the duration of expiration would be 6 months, then you have to divide it by 2. Right? The present value will be this. Their interest rate is compounding annually, but if it is considered as continuous, so this is the answer for this problem. All the problems I have discussed here, the interest rate is compounding annually. But you can also get the problem when the interest rate will be compounded continuously. Then how will deal it? How will convert the price to the present value? That I will discuss in my next video. In the next video, I will again discuss how to find out the call option value, put option value by applying binomial option pricing model. That is a different way that I will discuss in my next video, and there I will also discuss if the interest rate is compounded continuously, continuous compounding, then I will deal to find out the option valuation. I think you have understood the process to find out the single period binomial option pricing, call option, put option. If you face any problem to understand, please mention in the comment box. I have no problem. I will definitely give your answer at the earliest possible. That I have already mentioned in my separate slide, message slide. If you are interested to discuss with me, no problem. You just write, communicate to this mail ID. I have given this mail ID. You just inform me. I will give you suitable date at the earliest possible for discussion. But please, the discussion time will be this. I will be free that time and I will discuss. Thank you. Thank you very much.